right here.
Ponyville!
I don't give a fuck about medical supplies. That's why I volunteer.
Oh my fuck. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. What's good, YouTube? It's your ethereal entity down. And welcome to Apple of the Dead, an interactive MLP affectionate you. Another one of y'all sent me this twice. More than twice. Another disclaimer is do not let my opinion decide yours. Alright? I don't want to influence the poll and story and post. So please choose your own option with your own opinion. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. I don't want to influence the story in no way with the polls, because I was like, the polls? That's a fire feature. Without further ado, we're gonna hop straight into it, alright?
Welcome to Apple of the Dead, the first ever multi-part interactive pony infection AU. In this bleak world where the undead have claimed dominion, one brave pony will risk it all to uncover the truth and try to cure the ones she loves. Make sure to stay until the end, where your choice shapes the story. Now, sit back and enjoy the beginning of this tale. Will it be a grimdark? Only you get to decide.
Y'all better have a mind of y'all own, bro. Cause I know what I'm gonna be voting for. I don't know if I should say my votes or like say why I vote for what I vote for.
I don't know how long I've been like this.
Applejack.
My mind can't seem to make sense of it. Hell, there's even moments I can't tell what time of day it is. I haven't seen the sun in a long while now. There's a lot of cages and scrap metal around. Sometimes I can hear, well, see, that's the problem. I can't remember what those things were called. They sing and tweet, and I even remember some yellow Pegasus singing along with them. But those little critters with the feathers, I can hear them from time to time, but it's just so gosh darn dark here. Even still, I keep wandering around, or maybe it's just my legs going through the motions. I know I was going somewhere, but I can't seem to remember where, consarn it.
Did she lose her memory? It sounded like she was describing Fluttershy.
Twilight, how much longer are you going to read that thing?
Yo, it's
How
Trixie.
important tomorrow is for me.
Oh, sorry, Trixie. I didn't know you were still up.
With your horn light on all night. You know, covering it with a blanket doesn't do shit, right?
I'll stop for the
Hey, we
night.
got swearing.
I promise.
Alright, we lit.
Well, I'm up, so you might as well tell me. Is it Applejack?
I know it is. I can't prove it, but I can feel it. If my friends are alive, or at least coherent, maybe we can use the elements again to cure them.
Them,
To
which
cure
is
Equestria
plural?
and fix things.
I don't think some shiny gems are gonna be able to fix things, Twilight. The infected have spread to every...
So like we haven't watched it. Like, are you sure that you was a part of My Little Pony? Like, did we not see the same thing? Is there something behind the scenes we haven't seen? Like shiny little rocks? Stop playing. Look. Now with infected main 6 characters, I wonder how that's gonna work. Hopefully, like, the magic doesn't become infected, but I don't know. Trixie, you tripping, bro.
Equestria by now.
They most definitely
And
gonna
the
do something.
settlements of survivors in the Everfree are dwindling. But I believe you. If you say it's Applejack, then it's Applejack. Maybe
You can tell by the way
there's something we can
she
do.
write.
Where did the
the
journal
text.
say she is now?
In
She
handwriting.
doesn't say outright, but I think she's somewhere in Ponyville. It makes sense if she wandered close to home. Maybe another journal will have more clues?
I stole this one from Luna's private library for you, and I didn't see any others you hadn't already read. But Luna's sending cadets out on another mission tomorrow, and I'm going to volunteer.
Okay, the
I'll
princess
keep my
is doing
eyes open.
something. Fire.
Really? You do that?
I'd do anything for you.
Where is Luna sending cadets?
Won't know until tomorrow, but I'm gonna need some good sleep if I'm heading out there. You know, without magical light keeping me awake.
Alright, buddy.
I pulled
Chill
Trixie
out.
into a hug, knowing just how dangerous a mission can be. Looking for more journals, in addition to Luna's objective, was an added layer of risk that I'm surprised Trixie would take on my behalf. I
Okay,
still
Trixie.
wonder how some pony who used to despise me so much could end up being my greatest ally. Or maybe something more.
Don't go getting all sappy on me now, Twilight. Unlike you, I've spent my time at base camp training for this. There is nothing the great and powerful Trixie cannot do. Undead beware.
I chuckle as Trixie and I settle back into our bunks, and I drift to sleep, daring to believe there's hope after all.
I love it when
The
this show
next day at
ties
the
in with
compound
the
dawned
AU.
with a renewed
That's so
sense
fire.
of hope. I make my way to what was once the grand hall of the Castle of the Two Sisters, but is now the mess hall for the many survivor cadets.
Twilight, over here.
Oh, you got Rainbow Dash on the team?
Dash ushers me to her table. I make my way over, levitating my breakfast tray and avoiding bumping into others.
Really? A cup of oats. That's it?
Supplies are scarce. I'm just trying to do my part. I'm not really training for missions like you and Trixie. I can make do.
You didn't hear? 3 new supply wagons are coming in today. And the rumor is that there will be some fresh fruit this time. Seems some apple trees are flourishing near the North Everfree settlements.
New supply wagons? You don't think there will be more research material, do you?
What research material? You're not talking about those damn journals again, are you? We talked about this. Commander Luna forbade you from reading those anymore.
Why
They're
they,
only
yo,
supposed to be
why?
used to teach the cadets how these things attack, where they congregate, and what they think.
But if they can think, it means they're still in there somewhere. It means we can help her, Rainbow. You and I both know it's...
No! You haven't seen a pony that far gone up close like that.
Damn.
I was there, Twilight. I saw them attack AJ. You don't think I tried to stop it? You don't think I would have given anything to save her? To save all of our friends? They're not sick. They're dead. Sorry, Twi. I didn't mean to upset you like that. You haven't been out there since the outbreak. You don't know how bad it's gotten.
I just think if I could get my hooves on more journals, I could learn something useful. That way, I'd be more help to you, Luna, and every pony else.
That's what I'm saying,
I'm
like...
the only cadets here who hasn't volunteered for a mission. I've been feeling so useless.
You're not useless. You help the other research ponies try to figure out a cure. Maybe you haven't had a breakthrough yet, but you're one of the smartest eggheads I know. You'll figure it out. All right, fine. You win. While
She
Luna's
wins.
busy coordinating the next mission, I guess you and I can find our way over to the cargo bay and see if there's anything interesting.
Really?
But there's no guarantee, and you have to promise you'll follow my lead.
Okay,
You
remember that?
cannot get caught. They'll lock us in the dungeon for a month for that kind of rule breaking.
I promise. Oh, thank you, Rainbow.
Yeah. Just don't go spreading it around, all right?
All cadets, please report to the compound gates. I repeat, all cadets, please report to the compound gates.
This is a lot of Luna, but I haven't seen
We'll go
Celestia
after the
yet.
volunteer selection. Come on.
Rainbow Dash and I follow the throng of survivors to the castle's courtyard. I can see Princess Luna, now Commander Luna, standing near the entrance with a stoic expression. I look for Trixie in the crowd, but cannot find her.
Okay.
Good morning, my little ponies. While we survivors are safest here in the Everfree Forest, our supplies run scarce. I am requesting 4 volunteers for a mission to acquire much-needed medical supplies. These supplies will be divided and shared with the other Everfree settlements. It has been determined that the most lucrative location for said supplies resides in the apothecary in Ponyville.
There is a chorus of surprised gasps and whispers amongst the cadets. My breath stops for a moment, and my heart skips a beat. Commander Luna hasn't sent ponies to Ponyville in months. Rumors had been circulating that it was one of the more densely infected areas of Equestria. Did this mean it was suddenly safer? Or was the need for these supplies now worth the risk?
This mission requires stealth, speed, and cunning. Volunteers are not to engage in any unnecessary encounters with the infected. I will divulge mission details to said volunteers. Do I have any willing cadets?
I volunteer.
I swallow hard, finally seeing Trixie in the crowd as she makes her way to the front. She looks determined, but I can still detect some fear.
I'll go.
Thunderlane.
I remember him.
His favorite ponies. He's a boaster like she is, and neither of them enjoy sharing the spotlight in training. I can see the disdain on her face already. There's a few seconds of silence as the remaining cadets weigh their options. A small lump forms in my throat, and I can feel the pit of my stomach drop. Ponyville. When would the next chance come? What if this was the last mission Commander Luna approved?
Such an
What
amazing
if
writer.
this was my only shot to find AJ?
Right here.
Pony Joe! No way!
It's still so strange to see him outside that donut shop in Canterlot.
What the
He's
hell?
really come a long way with training, so it seems like he'll stand a good chance.
Don't sleep on Pony Joe, man.
There's only one slot left. I can see Rainbow Dash in the corner of my eye, already starting to sneak towards the cargo bay. We lock our eyes for a moment.
We require one more pony for this mission, or it will be forfeited.
The butterflies in my stomach turn into angry bats. This mission can't fall through. Do I have to go? I'm not adequately trained, but the first 3 volunteers are. Maybe
You smart,
they can
though.
protect me? Maybe 2 sets of eyes looking for journals or clues are better than 1. Or maybe there's something in that incoming supply wagon that I need to know. My mind is spinning. I have to make a choice.
Is this a choice?
Before you are 2 paths for Twilight to choose. Does she join Trixie and the other volunteers for a mission to Ponyville? Or go sleuthing with Rainbow Dash for more journals and information from within the compound? Select the decision you think Twilight should make. But be warned, you only have 72 hours from the time the video was posted to make your...
Oh, we late, ain't we? We late, ain't we? We late, ain't we? 1 month ago? Okay.
choice.
Y'all look, I might react to it after the polls are up, so I don't want to have no influence over the polls and stuff, so that I could properly express what I think without trying to change anybody's mind and stuff, because I want y'all to have a fresh vote on the polls. But look, I'm thinking I see the benefits in joining Trixie. I voted it anyway. Like, I can't change my vote, but what I would have voted for is probably stay in the compound. I ain't gonna lie. I know it's rule breaking, and I think that's why I would do it. Now, this coming from like a blind perspective, I don't know where Celestia is at or why nobody has brought up Celestia. And if it was just disclosed that Celestia disappeared, I wouldn't trust that. I want to go and get more information. I think she said like the infected, they still have a piece of their mind in there. I think that right there would very much help with the cure. You see what I'm saying? And little information like that, if it could help expand on, you know, that topic of them having their little consciousness, if that's what she said, because I'm bad at comprehension. But I think I'm going with Explore the Compound. I hope the poll time is up. I hope so. Link to their channel. Y'all already know the link to their channel is in the description. When part 3 come out, I'm gonna only post it when the voting is concluded. But look, we got episode 2. Without further ado, we're going straight into it. Alright.
I have to say that we have merged for a
They
very
got
limited
merged.
amount of time, and last night would love your support so that we can continue to make the content that you all love. Link in the description. Please go check it out. Okay, that's all. Bye-bye.
I might cop some.
Welcome back to Apple of the Dead. In the last episode, we joined some familiar characters in a special survivor encampment called the Compound, and learned that the state of Equestria was far worse than we remembered.
Dang.
Overrun by the infected, Twilight and the remaining survivors must navigate this new and dangerous world. By the end, Twilight was presented with 2 options to move the story forward. And you, the viewers and voters, chose
What we chose?
volunteer for a mission to Ponyville with Trixie.
Oh,
choose
man.
Let's find out.
If y'all ain't know, I voted on the go on with Rainbow Dash
Damn
for the Secret
sirens
Journeys.
again. They keep going off from time to time, and each time they just seem to get louder and louder. There's no use in trying to cover my ears anymore. Does nothing.
Dang.
The last time I tried, a bit of skin peeled off. I'm not sure what that means. The black dead things come out each time those sirens go off, and always run off when it's quiet again. But this time, it was different. One after another, they started popping up until a group of about 10 started wailing on the wagon across the way.
Oh,
I could
no.
hear screams coming from inside it. It didn't take them that long to... Well, those ponies didn't stand a chance. They pulled out of them living, breathing.
I volunteer! The courtyard, once silent, erupts into a symphony of whispers as I walk towards Commander Luna and the other volunteers. There is visible shock on all 3 volunteers' faces, but Luna remains stoic. Her indifference causes a lump to form in my throat.
What are you doing? You can't make it out there. Unvolunteer. Right now.
Thank you, cadets. This mission will proceed as planned. You may all return to your
what?
training. You 4, follow me for further debriefing and mission preparation.
Wait, stop!
Rainbow Dash flies over the group of dispersing ponies to confront Commander Luna. I cannot even bear to look at her from the shame of my own decision.
Yo!
Not ready? She hasn't even completed level 1 training. You cannot let her out there.
We can do the mission without her. 3 ponies is enough.
I'll go in her place.
Although I know Trixie and Rainbow are looking out for my best interests, there's a hint of bitterness in my expression. While I am untrained for combat, I know I can rely on my magic to aid in any situation that may befall us.
Okay, they still got their magic.
Stand down, Cadets Dash and Lulamoon. Cadet Sparkle can make her own decisions, and the mission is full.
But she's one of the last elements of harmony bearers. We can't lose all of them.
Luna's glare turns icy, and it sends a shiver up my spine. Perhaps at one point, Rainbow and I would have been held to a higher standard because of our status with the elements of harmony. But with 4 of the bears missing and presumed dead, there is little chance.
No!
We can't afford to lose any pony. You've all risked your lives for the survivors. It's only fair I take my turn.
But not now. If you want to train with me, then let's train. Back out, Twilight.
Could you give us just a moment, Commander? Luna nods once, and I pull Rainbow aside out of earshot.
Hold on.
Trixie tries to join us, but I hold up a hoof to stop her. I give her a firm glance, then turn my attention to Dash. Listen, I know you're just trying to look out for me, but you and Trixie both seem to forget that I'm the most powerfully prolific magic wielder in the compound.
Okay, hold on.
Princess herself.
This is insane, Twilight. Magic or not, the infected have proven time and time again that unicorns are no match for their frenzied attacks. Princess Celestia couldn't even—
I have to try. I have to see it for myself.
Couldn't even what? Couldn't even what? Finish the sentence. Couldn't even what?
I could read a thousand journals
Nah.
and still be no closer to the truth. I'd still be told I'm wrong, and that the infected are all lost causes. I'd still be wandering these ruins hopeless and helpless to the decay of our world. I'm going for Applejack, not to be a hero. If I find her and she's beyond saving, I'll run back here and never bring it up again.
I can't lose you too, Twilight. I refuse.
This is crazy.
You have to trust me, just like you did when Nightmare Moon came back, or Discord tried to reign with chaos, or Crane Chrysalis took Cadence's place and fooled the rest of you, or the Crystal Empire returned with King Sombra.
We're above season 3, I
I'm
think.
not a Philly Rainbow. Besides, Trixie, Thunderlane, and Pony Joe will be there to help me.
Bruh,
Please,
if Pony Joe could
stop
do it,
making a scene
Twilight can
and
do
let
it.
me do this.
Fine. Go. If saving Applejack is more important than your own life, then just go. But if things go wrong and you become one of them, then I promise you I will put you out of your misery myself.
Damn.
Rainbow zooms away before I can respond.
Damn.
The words echo in my head and sting my heart like 1,000 wasps. I know she reacted out of fear and said things she would later regret, but the most prominent takeaway from our talk was her complete and utter lack of faith in me. That's what hurt the most. I'm browbeaten and dejected when I rejoin the other volunteers. I half expect Trixie to throw another fit and berate me in a similar manner, but she remains silent. She won't even look in my direction. Similarly, Commander Luna doesn't remark on the upheaval I've caused either. Instead, she proceeds to stoically define our mission in detail. I try to pay
Interesting.
attention, but Trixie's avoidance of me makes me far more uncomfortable than I would have anticipated. My mind loops on all the possibilities she could be thinking right now, and the actions she might take because of it.
You just gotta
If
focus.
she's too distracted, she might not be able to defend herself out there. I could be the cause of her demise.
Daylight is waning, so you must leave immediately. Gather a weapon of your choice and your saddlebags. Take only what is necessary to leave room for the supplies. Good luck, cadets.
Commander Luna makes a hasty exit without once meeting my gaze.
What
I
weapon
don't know
you
what she's
choosing,
thinking
Twilight?
about my decision, but it's apparently satisfactory enough not to dissuade me. Trixie, myself, and the other volunteers do as we are instructed and gear up. When it's time for each of us to pick a weapon, Thunderlane chooses a crossbow. Pony Joe magics a spear to his side.
Okay.
Trixie takes a dagger, and I pack a thick and lengthy rope. Though
Okay.
it's not a traditional weapon, I know I have no intention of slaughtering any of the infected. My strategy will be to dodge and run rather than engage. I just hope a rope is sufficient enough to hold one, a specific one. The start
What?
of our
You're
journey is
bold.
quiet, almost too quiet. I'm the last pony in the line with Trixie directly ahead of me. Once the compound is out of our sights, I strike up a conversation with Trixie. If I don't do it now, it'll be too late. The safety of the Everfree won't last forever. Trixie?
Stop. Just stop. I don't want to hear it.
I know you're upset, but I promise I'm not going to do anything reckless. I'll stay by your side and do what you say until—
Until what, Twilight? Until you find the infected you've been obsessed with for weeks? Until she rips out your throat and devours your brain before you can even get it through your thick head that she's not in there anymore? I have been
Interesting.
nothing but supportive of your stupid journal theories, but you couldn't even give me this one mission to do what I need to do.
Getting medical supplies is important. I understand that. I just think maybe on the way back, if things haven't been too rough, I can keep my eyes open but stay close.
I don't give a fuck about medical supplies. That's why I volunteered.
Yo.
What do you mean? That's the mission.
I have my own agenda. And that agenda isn't supposed to include watching over my mare friend to make sure she doesn't get herself killed.
Before I can even process the term mare friend and wonder how we came to be labeled that way in Trixie's mind, the other volunteers finally interject themselves into the conversation.
Yo.
Talking about? What agenda?
Uh-oh.
Oh, of course. Fucking course the great and egocentric Trixie is trying to sabotage us already.
Yo.
Would you just shut up, you dim-witted, pompous asswipe? You only
Y'all focus on the mission, bro.
Show me up. Believe it or not, there are some things in Ponyville worth more than a few bandages and antiseptic. While Luna and the rest of you placate the survivors and just hope the situation gets better, I'm actually trying to save the whole damn world, okay? So shove your opinion where the sun don't shine.
Yo.
Ponyville.
Wait, how did you know Luna would be sending cadets to Ponyville? Last night you said no pony could be sure.
I lied, okay? I lied.
Trixie, yo.
Open around the compound. And It's practically impossible to keep airtight security in crumbling ruins anyway. A lockpick and some luck, and you can pretty much go anywhere and get whatever information you need.
Oh, well that's just great. I have to go into one of the most infested and infected areas of Ponyville with 2 completely mental mares. Joe and I are better off without either of you tempting fate and getting us all killed.
All right, that's enough, all of you.
Tell him,
We
Joe.
have been sent on this mission by the princess to help other survivors, and that is it. No secret agendas, no looking for specific infected, and no more arguing.
I don't know about all that. We got, bro.
For all of us to survive and be successful in our task, we have to keep moving and quietly. The cover of the forest is going to thin out soon, and we will need to remain hidden. Is that understood?
Pony Joe's authoritative speech immediately silenced the rest of us. Tempers were running hot, and that was dangerous outside the compound. I don't know if Trixie still intends to deviate from the mission for this mysterious agenda, but I would bet on it. Finding Applejack suddenly seems far more foolish than it did when I first volunteered.
Interesting.
Without their assistance, I'd stand no chance, even if I did find her. My chest tightens as the reality sinks in. I think I made the wrong choice. Hushed and berated, Thunderlane, Trixie, and I followed Pony Joe through the thicket of the Everfree. We reached the edge of Ponyville, and I behold for the first time the state of its decay. I see crumbled buildings, overgrown paths, overturned wagons, a lack of any sort of wildlife, and scrap metal cages. I remember when these cages once held the first dozen or so infected ponies that the then survivors still clung to with hope. They still believed, as did I, that their ailing loved ones could be cured. Now these cages lie in ruin, their bars and doors pried open from within. I hadn't considered the possibility that the infected could possess more strength than a survivor, and I start to fill with dread. My thoughts are immediately interrupted when an ear-piercing magical siren resounds around us.
Bro, I thought that was in real life.
Hide, quickly.
The 4 of us spring into action, scanning our surroundings for adequate places to hide. I find refuge between a building's foundation and its fallen wall. Trixie joins me soon after, putting herself between me and the only narrow opening, as if to protect me. We watch in horrified silence as the ends swarm the area. Their blackened, taut skin and sunken, empty eye sockets could strike fear to any pony's heart. The stench of their decay was overwhelming and makes me want to hold my breath. Though their ears were mostly disintegrated into the blackness of their skin, we learned in the compound that these versions of the infected reacted to sound and smell. If we stayed perfectly still, we could potentially pass.
Oh my fuck. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. My bad. It was just too soon. Bro, I'm just getting to know these monsters and they already attacking. They like bloodhounds off of Call of Duty.
Thunderlane, they found him. Trixie and I could see 3 of the ends from our hiding place. They dragged him out in the open from beneath the wagon where he had been hiding. He lines up a shot with his crossbow, and the arrow pierces the closest end, to no effect.
No effect?
I instinctively move forward as if to help, but Trixie stops me and puts a hook to my horn before the sound of magic could alert the ends to our hiding spot. More bullets whiz past, some hitting their intended targets, and some missing entirely. I cower, helpless to the cacophony of Thunderlane's cries of agony as the ends tear at his flesh.
You call it the end. Pony Joe!
Then implanted itself into Pony Joe, who had been sneaking up behind the ends to come to Thunderlane's aid. He drops his spear from the shock and pain as one of the ends turns its attention to him. Pony Joe reacts on instinct and unintentionally bucks them with his hind legs in our direction.
Ah! They found us!
Y'all, it's been 2 episodes and y'all they just bodied 2 ponies in 1 episode. I mean, that would have probably happened anyway if we didn't vote. Twilight, y'all gonna look like failures if y'all come back 2 dead ponies and arrow in hand. Bro, Twilight, please, you got this. Teleportation.
Trixie pulls me from our hiding place and ignites her horn, blasting the end closest to us with her magic. I
Y'all gotta
immediately
run.
join her efforts and try to help Thunderlane and Joe while Trixie keeps the two of us safe. I can see Thunderlane on the ground, surrounded by a puddle of his own viscera.
Nah, he dead, bro.
Deceased. Joe joins our magical assault, but cries out to us above the sounds of the attack.
I'm bitten. Get out of here. Go!
Trixie
Joe!
clearing our immediate radius of enemies long enough for me to teleport us away. My magic is strained from the stress, so I am only able to get us to town square. We can still hear the onslaught, but are sufficiently distanced from the ends. Once again, we take cover, this time behind an overturned wagon, its crate of food supplies still scattered across the cobblestone, rotting on the street.
Look over there. It's my wagon. Can you teleport us?
Nigga, you crazy?
No, it's pretty far, and the ends came from that direction.
Nah, she crazy.
We have to get to my wagon. I'd teleport us myself, but I'm magically spent from the attack. Please. Look,
No,
it's Golden
bro.
Oak's library. It's still intact.
No,
It's closer.
bro.
I can get us inside.
No.
It's got to be safer. You don't know that. The infected could be anywhere.
Then why you want us to go to the wagon?
Trust me.
I ignite my horn, fully intending to do as Trixie asked, despite my reservation. However, the magic stalls when I see more infected making their way towards the commotion we caused. If I try to teleport us,
Bro.
but fall short, we will appear right in the midst of danger, magically exhausted and woefully unprepared.
Boy, hell,
I never
go
looked at
home.
Trixie's face. Maybe the thing she's looking for is worth the risk. She said she wanted to cure Equestria somehow. Besides, she's right. I have no knowledge that Golden Oaks is safer, but I can't fight the feeling that's where we should go. I don't know what to choose.
Again, we have come to another crossroads. This one is far more dangerous than the last, though. Does
is.
Twilight trust her instincts and hide in Golden Oak's library? Or does she trust Trixie and attempt to magic them both to Trixie's wagon?
No! This is where I voted like a dumbass. I'm not saying like a dumbass, because I voted with no prior knowledge. But, gang, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Trixie gonna have to lock in. Like, she lost credibility the moment she lied and knew about that night of the journals. I'm trusting my own gut. I can't lie. Like, you gonna have to separate the bridge further and then rebuild that bridge off making correct decisions. That's the only way you can rebuild the bridge. You gonna have to hurt her feelings. I ain't gonna lie. I'm saying you like you vote. No, you vote on what you think is right, but that's what I think is right. So me, I should have voted Twilight. Trusting her own instincts. I ain't gonna lie.
It also seems the last time we were here that some of you were confused about the voting process. That's all right. Technology can be quite cumbersome at times.
Type.
In the last 20 seconds of this video, there will be two options that you can click. You must click that selected video to cast your vote. And for those of us who find that a little too bothersome still, there will be a community post that you can vote on as well. But remember, you only have 72 hours from the time this video is posted to cast your vote. So, don't waste this opportunity to help weave this tale with me.
Shout out they merch. But yeah, bro, this is crazy and absolutely fire. Oh my goodness. Y'all know what to do.
Look, I'm a first.
Stay tuned.
Say the